But what about prior inconsistent statements, Your Honor? I'm entitled to ask her if she's testified. She's lied under oath a number of times, and I want to be able
Your Honor,
to show the jury that...
SLANDERS, and I want it withdrawn this moment.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. We just watched Gwyneth Paltrow's testimony. I'm here with It's Kim. You can watch the full testimony in our stream. Go to the pinned comment over there. It's a 6-hour video, but you'll be able to watch her whole testimony if you like. But we're zooming through this to give you a quick recap. And yes, late on Friday, this was not what was supposed to happen. They took forever to get here, but finally they surprised everyone and announced Gwyneth is taking the stand over Terry Sanderson, the plaintiff.
Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give in the case now before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
There she is. She took her oath. She got on up. Now, Kim, is it fair to call this exchange that we're about to get to a circus? It almost felt like the plaintiff, the lawyer for the plaintiffs, was really trying to like become friendly, but also agitate Gwen at the same time. What circus? What would you call what we're about to watch?
Oh, my term today was the train wreck dumpster fire, but circus works too.
Counsel doesn't want you to come down, so I'm not going to ask you to come down.
That's inappropriate.
Okay, we're going to get there. Before we get there, I just want to tease it so you know it's going there. I'm not clickbaiting you. Yeah, they slandered her. They turned it into a circus. But let's start with this is what the plaintiffs, right? If you don't know what's happening in this case, this guy, Terry Sanderson, says Gwyneth hit him on a ski mountain. Gwyneth says he hit her. It's a he said, she said, who hit who on the ski lot thing. But now the plaintiffs have Gwyneth. They've called her to the stand. They want to get her sort of recollection of things. So here's what happened.
Accident. Okay. So you're on Bandana, correct? It's a green run.
It's the hill.
It's true you were relatively familiar with that run, correct?
Yes, my children especially like that run.
Okay. And the accident happened towards the beginning of the run. Is that accurate?
Not at the top, but...
Sure, but not at the bottom?
Correct.
All right. And it sounds like from what I have heard and reviewed, you had done about 4 to 5 runs that day, and you and kind of the group were going to go get some lunch with everyone.
Correct.
All right. So... let's talk about as you're skiing down. Apple, we've talked about she was 11. Moses was 9.
Those are the kids.
Did your children, when they were skiing or doing anything that kids do, like to ask you to watch them?
When they were very little, I remember, watch me jump in the pool and things like that. When they were more like 4 or 5 years old, that's
they're trying to get it that they were saying, "Mommy, Mommy, watch."
Was 9, he didn't say, "Mommy, Mommy, watch me," or "Mom." I don't know what he called you, but
Mama,
watch me do things.
Not that I recall on that day.
Okay. Do you remember testifying that on that day, that's exactly what did happen?
I don't remember.
All right, and I'll show you your deposition in just a second. So, in fact, you remember the deposition, right?
Yes.
It was actually during 2020. It was during COVID.
Yes.
So it was via Zoom. We've never actually met in person. It was kind of on the video. Mm-hmm. And you were asked a question a number of times. Were your children asking you to watch them? And you said no. I don't
remember them saying, watch me on that day.
Okay. Well, do you remember that in that deposition, then we played you parts of Carrie Oakes' deposition?
So, Your Honor, this is improper impeachment. I mean, what's the question that's being contested?
We're just kind of going through the history here.
And they're trying to get this hearsay of someone else's recollection.
Questions. I think counsel was referring to what was going on during depositions, but
yes.
Please get quickly to the question.
Absolutely. Do you remember during your deposition being played just a portion of Apple's instructor, Carrie Oakes, her deposition, wherein she said that, yes, Moses was saying, "Mommy, Mommy, watch me."
That she was saying, I don't remember that while they were skiing, they were saying that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, no.
All right, okay. And so you don't remember then changing your testimony in your deposition, admitting that is what happened?
I'm sure if Carrie Oakes said, I'm saying I don't remember him saying, watch me, watch me.
Okay. Yeah, approach your honor.
So they're trying to get her in this whole idea, right? That, they said it because the ski instructor said it, but Gwyneth's like, look, Carrie may have said it. I didn't say it. And that's where it came down to. And that was really what they were hung up on.
It was an intentional assault of a sexual nature.
Now, this is where, because she got hit from behind.
Was he grinding and thrusting or something? Or just the noises? What made you think it was a sexual
this is
assault?
a weird.
So that was a quick thought that went through my head when I was trying to reconcile what was happening. I was skiing and two skis came between my skis, forcing my legs apart, and then there was a body pressing against me, and there was a very strange grunting noise. So my brain was trying to make sense of what was happening. I thought, is this a practical joke? Is someone like doing something perverted? This is really, really strange. My mind was going very, very quickly, and I was trying to ascertain what was happening.
Okay. I think you
good
said,
answer.
I didn't know if it was an accident, but he was groaning and grunting in a very disturbing way.
Yes, there was a sort of groan coming out of his mouth.
Okay.
Okay, sounds gross. Now, this is where things start to go really off the rails. Now, she asks Gwyneth, like, I guess she wanted to do a scene with an Academy Award-winning actress, but she asks Gwyneth to come down and reenact the motions with her. This is weird. Gets so cringe. And I'm going to play the full 5 minutes here of this whole exchange unedited of her. Then she was denied. And then finally the judge is like, I guess you can do it yourself. And guys, this was so
Counsel doesn't want you to come down, so I'm not going to ask you to come down.
That's inappropriate. The judge sustained the objection, so she shouldn't comment on what I want. It's what the judge wants.
The objection was sustained.
I am going to try and be both you.
The judge is a little wussy. I got to be honest. I wish she had a little bit of a bit tougher backbone, because it's true. What stays in that little part, you know what I mean? Kim's like, should stay in that part. But no, she did a little snarky. They don't want you to come down. And clearly they didn't, but that's also part of the deal, right? Keep that within the judge's quarters.
And Mr. Sanderson at the same time.
Let's have Bob. Bob can be...
Your Honor, let's have Mr. Sanderson. He's here. Let's have him.
I don't want to. We're not going to reenact what happened. I think you can ask questions, and if you want to stand and move around in order to help you with those questions, you can do that. But that's as far as we're going to go.
Let's have Terry, the guy who potentially, hit her and terrified and traumatized her, or vice versa. Let's get him up and have him recreate it. Gwyneth, why don't you come down too? Why don't the two of you just go back to back and hump each other, and we'll do it in the courtroom? I couldn't believe this was happening.
That's not a problem at all. All right, so...
And so now this lawyer's going to do it in both parts.
May I ask how tall you are?
I'm just under 5'10".
Okay, I am so jealous.
I think I'm shrinking, though.
You and me both. I have to wear 4-inch heels just to make it to 5'5".
Wow,
so
they're very nice.
It was so weird, the bantering.
That's the best acting of Gwyneth's career.
As of right now, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay.
I'm
so
skiing
happy
down.
right now.
Can you tell me with my legs? I don't know. Again, I'm not much of a skier. Are you snow plowing? Are you parallel? Kind of orient my legs first of all. Sorry.
Why are they doing
I can do this. I can do this.
Not snow plowing, just
This
skis.
seems very effective illustration.
All right.
It's hard for me to see where you're standing.
May she come down just to
May she come down? They're trying to...
Is that okay?
She's willing.
Better. You can walk further forward, Miss Van.
Oh, sure.
Let's see that.
Great. No problem. All right.
Now-
so
And then we're all like, what's happening?
Now, there's a point coming up,
You
and
can go ahead and
this is
stand
the
or move
feed.
wherever you
They're about
feel
to
you
show a
need to
juror,
see what's
guys.
going
Gets
on
that
here.
crazy.
all right.
Because she
so
walks so far to frame by the jury,
are my feet
the
oriented
cameraman tries
correctly?
to zoom out to get it.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell me how to move them.
I think, skiing down, going to the right.
Okay. So
Okay,
about
probably a little bit further apart.
about like that.
And then two skis slide slowly between my skis.
All right. So
She already explained all
my
this.
feet
This helps
are
nothing.
about a foot apart? Would you say 18 inches?
Probably.
Okay. And you believe that two skis slid right
She
between.
said that.
That is correct.
Okay. And
times.
so all of a sudden you see these two skis coming in between your
Yes.
legs. I would have freaked out too.
And I did.
Okay, so the skis are coming. How far did the skis
There she is.
get in
Now,
between your
this
legs
is a juror.
before you guys fell?
His body pressed up into my back.
Okay.
So
Was it just
I
enough that you don't really see who it
froze.
is? I guess
don't know
it's
exactly
unclear,
how
but-
far the skis would have come through.
Okay.
Because then I noticed his body pressing against my back.
Okay.
And then it was probably a few good seconds, and then we fell to the right. Somebody must have caught an edge.
Okay. So when you froze and you're skiing together, I think you said at one point it was like you were spooning.
Well, when we fell down, I fell on his body, he fell on the ground, so it was kind of like a spoon on the ground.
Okay, so
Your Honor, the defendant has come into well of the court here.
Why can't we see it to the plane?
I think it's
Everybody's
fine.
just hanging
I think
out
it's
over
fine.
there.
And now Terry's up here trying to recreate it. Like, what the
now
hell is
Mr.
this?
Sanderson is here, and I don't need you to do anything, Terry, but just for comparison's sake, I'm in my heels. We're about...
He's not been in this courtroom this whole time, and now he's showing up to gawk at Gwyneth and get all excited and recreate the
the
damage.
same height? About 5'5", with heels?
It's roughly.
Oh, tell me I'm taller, please. Okay, we've got Mr. Sanderson that's about 5'5", that comes in back of
So
you, and you said that
uncomfortable.
you felt something huge. What was your word
No,
behind
just
you?
a big
They
body.
were
Big
trying to
body,
get
all right.
his short
And
stature
was it
next
just
to
the
her
front
tall
of his
stature.
body that
That's what they were
touched
trying to
the
do.
back of your body?
Look, Gwyneth is
I
very
couldn't see in the
slender.
back of
Any
my head,
body coming at
but
her,
I
any
felt
force
a
is
body
going to- she's gonna feel
press
it.
against my back.
But there was no grabbing, like he didn't like grab your waist or grab your
No,
arms?
not at all. No,
Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Okay. All right.
So that was all
So-
useless. They were trying to show like a
Seaside-
height, and they didn't let him get it.
Between, you kind of freeze, you end up, maybe your skis kind of cross, you end up going down. Would you agree that Mr. Sanderson fell to the ground and then you fell on top?
I don't know if it was simultaneous. I don't remember.
But you didn't fall and hit the ground, correct?
I don't remember exactly where I hit,
Okay.
but I fell over
All right. And
with Mr. Sanderson.
right. And Mr. Sanderson fell and hit the ground.
Yes.
And it was so prearranged, you could tell, like, stand here so we can show the height differential, etc.
Said to him, I think you don't know if you were up or if you were still on the ground, but he was still on the ground, right?
Yes.
When you said, "What are you doing?"
Yes.
Okay. Like, why did you do that?
Yes.
And he said, "I think you skied into me."
Yes.
And that's when you were furious and said, "You skied directly into my effing back at the
Sorry.
top of your lungs."
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I apologize for my bad language.
And well, in fact, you were screaming that so hard, you were worried that Moses was hearing you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, which, again, seems to make it clear that he skied into her back.
And after you were screaming to him, isn't that when Mr. Sanderson said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry"?
He said, I said, you skied directly into my effing back. And he said, oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Right. And that was you screaming at him while he's on the ground still. Right?
I was yelling at him.
Pretty loud. Pretty forceful.
I was pretty upset.
Right? You're
Yeah.
small but mighty. Actually, you're not that small.
Like, what is
So-
this?
When
What
he
is
said,
this?
I'm sorry, would you agree that he kind of mumbled it?
Yes.
Okay.
How is this helping the plaintiffs? It's like, okay, so you're just confirming the story
But
that's
what
been
about
told.
prior inconsistent
So now, again, so during this, they took a break, and this is that moment
statements, Your
again.
Honor? I'm entitled to ask her if she's testified that she's lied under oath a number of times, and I want to be able
Your Honor,
to show the jury that
SLANDERS, and I want it withdrawn this moment.
Well, I'm
she has testified
just a moment.
inconsistent.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
I'm not gonna sit
Well,
while she's
counsel, I'm talking, okay? Have a seat.
First
Have a
time he
seat.
did anything
Okay,
like that.
the statement that you just made, do you want to rephrase that?
Yes.
And she apologizes. She's like, it's too much. It's too crazy. And I want to put one more thing up here because it's just funny that the plaintiffs are saying that when literally earlier Terry's sister's on there and admits to lying.
Did you make that correction or not?
I made the corrections and I did not submit them in time because I was told by my dad's attorneys that will be a red flag and to just drop it.
Start her deposition.
She did not adjust and correct her deposition. And the guy's like, wait, what? What?
So did you make other corrections to your deposition that your dad's lawyers told you not to submit?
I had made...
Yes or no?
Did
you make other corrections to your deposition that your dad's lawyers told you not to give me? Yes or no?
I made corrections.
Yeah. The answer is yes.
It's not as simple yes and no.
I mean, yes, it is, Kim. It's very simple.
It is.
It's very simple yes or no. But as if it couldn't get any weirder. Oh, it got weirder.
Well, I lost half a day of skiing.
This is the one part I'll knock Gwyneth on. I mean, she's telling the truth. They're like, so you're suing for $1.
Yes.
Why?
Okay. And I think...
Well, I lost.
They talk about the money, and then they do a whole thing. They didn't download as correct, I guess. But they talk about the fact that, no, you're not just asking for $1, you're asking for attorney's fees, which then Gwyneth does admit to and says, well, yes, I'm making $1, but yes, they are. If you will be paying, they'll also be paying my attorneys. I didn't consider that my money. That's just for the attorneys. And I got no problem with that. Kim, did you have a problem with that reveal that Gwyneth's attorneys are getting paid? Yeah, it's probably paid by the insurance. Like, this was supposed to be some big getcha, and I didn't think it was a getcha.
And I asked...
But as if it couldn't be more of a chaotic circus. No, let's bring Taylor Swift into it.
Well, you learned about that through Taylor Swift because she asked for $1 in symbolic damages, right?
And I think I said at that point I had not been familiar with it, but I since am.
Now you are. Yes. But at the time, a couple of years ago in 2020, you didn't know anything about Taylor Swift's $1 symbolic damage lawsuit?
Who cares?
Counsel?
Yeah, because I asked her about it at the time, and she denied it. Correct.
Okay.
Can you answer the question?
I was not aware at the time.
Are you good friends with Taylor Swift?
No.
Overruled?
You're not good friends with Taylor Swift.
I would not say we're good friends. We are friendly. I've taken my kids to one of her concerts before, but we don't talk very often.
You've never given Miss Swift personal, intimate gifts for Christmas.
What? Your Honor. Yeah, I'm just in shock. Why is this relevant? This lady is like so excited. I get to get some juice on Taylor and Gwyneth. Anyway, those are the best moments. I don't want to drown you and stuff. If you want to watch the full thing, you can. I will put at the end. You can watch the full thing and go to the pinned comment, scroll down, or the description, and I'll put the time code so you know when Gwyneth starts, and you can watch her reaction to her full, I think it's like almost 2-hour testimony. But they got through it. Terry's on Monday. We're going to follow through more. Final words, though, Kim. I know I'm trying to rush this, but quickly. Thoughts? Did you think Gwyneth handled herself well?
I thought Gwyneth handled herself well. I think Taylor Swift would like to be removed from this narrative. And I really don't understand some of the points that they chose to fixate on today. I don't get it. I think overall, Gwyneth did a lot to help her case today.
She did. I think overall, the experts today, no one really, the plaintiffs did not get any wins in my perspective. There was one in that the Zoom or the GoPro footage, the link ended up being something that wasn't what they were alluding to. That was the only sort of win, but even that felt like it got boffed and they haven't really taken advantage of it. And the plaintiffs are now done. So I feel like Gwyneth's definitely proven more reasonable doubt here than anything else. And I believe her more, but I'm very curious to see Terry come up this Monday. So please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to both myself and Kim. It's Kim. Hit the bell for all alerts so you get notified. Smash that like button. And what do you think? Do you believe Gwyneth? Look, I know a lot of you don't like Gwyneth. I know a lot of you trying to bring in Weinstein and all this. That's not relevant to here. Take it all aside. I don't like her that much either. I think she's elitist, etc. The jade eggs and the candles. It's all weird. But all that aside, I think she's being genuine here, and I think she's got a case, and I feel bad for her. It does seem like this is a cash grab, in my opinion. What do you honestly think? Leave some comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks so much for watching here on Popcorn Planet.